Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Headbangers Closet. Hope everyone's doing well. What have you guys been listening to? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys been digging on, and if you got any recommendations for me, please give them. For me, I just saw Death Angel, Violence, and Insight last week in Atlanta. Had a great time. One of the best shows I've been to in the last 10 years or so. All three bands were fantastic, but just the hangout factor with me and some friends that were there, and then the guys in the band just hanging out with the guys in Violence, shooting the shit with them, talking about the Bay Area thrash scene, getting my photo with the lead vocalist, and then hanging out with the guys from Insight, just really, really cool dudes. My buddy Mark knew them, so he did the introductions. We hung out with them, and then just, Death Angel just kicking ass, playing, Act 3 in its entirety sounded so good. Small club in Atlanta. It was at the Masquerade, but it was in the Hell portion of Masquerade, so not a very big place. And I was really surprised. I thought there'd be way more people there, but it was definitely one of those situations where you see a band that you love in a small, intimate setting. Like I said, all three bands sounded fantastic, and just had a really good time. Got a lot of merch, so maybe I'll do a video on that in the not-too-distant future, my merch haul. But been listening to a lot of their stuff lately. Frolic Through the Park was one of my favorite albums. I don't have all the albums out because finally I got to work on Headbangers Closet, getting the room right. Got to hang up some more posters, but I bought some new and improved record shelving, so I was able to kind of put a lot of the records in, and I just didn't pull anything in time to make this video, but I'm glad I got everything squared away. It's going to look totally different. There's a lot more room in here now because they're just shit off the floor, other than the posters. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of that. But Exhumer, Rising from the Sea, been listening to a lot lately. Just a lot of 80s thrash over the weekend since I came home from that show, Possessed by Fire. It's awesome, awesome stuff. Love Exhumer. Super underrated thrash metal in my opinion. I've talked about it many, many times. But for 2026, a recent release, Mammon's Throne, My Body to the Worms. Excellent, excellent doom death metal. If you want super fast aggression, not your record. If you just want good, heavy, chugging riffs a la early Black Sabbath, with death metal mixed in, check these guys out. Mammon's Throne, My Body to the Worms. It is early June 2026. I think this thing came out like a month or two ago, but it is easily my favorite album of the year so far. Awesome, catchy riffs, really cool melodic, awesome guitar solos. I'm hearing some Death in there. I'm hearing Black Sabbath. I'm hearing bands like Spirit Adrift, stuff like that. Just the different progression changes of the album, going from heavy to acoustic to piano to just killer, like out of this world, interstellar guitar solos. Definitely check them out. Awesome stuff. The back half of the record, in my opinion, is the best part of the record, but the opening track is really cool. It's got some black metal vocals in there, so don't get afraid. Don't let that turn you off if you don't like black metal vocals, if you don't like black metal in general. Give it a listen all the way through. It is killer. It will definitely catch you. Awesome, awesome record. More people need to be talking about this one. But that brings me to the reason for today's video. Today is happy 30th birthday to Metallica's Load. Came out 30 years ago, June 4th, 1996. Me and a couple of friends were lucky enough to go to the Strawberries Records and Tapes midnight sale at the Strawberries Records and Tapes in South Attleboro, Massachusetts. My first and only time I ever did a midnight sale, but it was really cool. We went to the record store. They had the whole place decked out with Metallica posters, the album cover poster, the flats, just the album cover, same dimensions as this. Have it on store all over the place. Had a huge display. I was able to get a handful of flats. I pulled this flyer off the window, and I got stickers, pins, a bunch of other stuff that I can't find right now, but don't have the flats. I think I gave them all away. I might have a couple somewhere, but I kept this, actually turned it into Metallica when they wanted stuff for the Load box set, and they put a picture of me and Jason Newsted in the book and not this. So I kind of thought they actually picked this, but anyway, they didn't. It's fine though. But good times. I got a lot of stuff from that record sale. So me and my buddies bought, I bought the album, the LP, and then a CD. And my buddies bought CDs, and we just hung out in the parking lot, put in the CD player of our cars, left the door open, just, jamming out, air guitar. And, it was midnight. There was a Kmart and a couple like a women's clothing store. The if I remember correctly, it was like a haircut place. What, Supercuts? I don't think that was around back then. It was like another place like that, catering to men. And then there was the Strawberries Records tape, and then across the parking lot was a Olive Garden. And there were still people at the Olive Garden because the bar was there. But just me and my friends were hanging out in the parking lot, just jamming to the record. We liked it. I still like it to this day. I think it's a great record. Didn't care that they kind of changed their image, cut their hair. In fact, I saw Metallica a bunch of times on the Black Album tour. Halfway through it, Jason shaved his head. Summer 94, James had that weird like side shave mullet thing going on. And Kirk had those weird dreadlocks in 94 on that tour. So I kind of looked at it like they cut their hair to like clean slate, let it grow back again, which, you know, Kirk did and James did for a while in the 2000s, but I didn't really care about that. Yeah, some of the pictures were kind of weird, but I still thought the record was good. These songs were good. It didn't bother me that it didn't sound like the Black Album or Justice for All or Puppets. I still thought it sounded good. I really liked the dark heaviness of the record. Just the dark, doomy mood of it. I think the lyrics are some of James, or not only are some of James's best, but that's kind of when he started with the like more personal, deep lyrics, you know, personal experience kind of stuff. But I just really like the mood of it, just the kind of that dark, depressing mood, heavy riffs. I think the solos are great. I think there's actually the last Metallica record where Kirk is really, really good on the album. Solos wise. I just think the riffs are really cool. I would have to say Bleeding Me, King Nothing, Wasting My Hate, Thorn Within, and Outlaw Torn are probably my favorite songs on the record, which Bleeding Me is probably my favorite tune on the album altogether. But I remember the Saturday before this came out, I was building a shed in the backyard. Me and my brother were building the shed, and every couple hours, WAAF in Boston would play a song off the record, thinking, you know, these songs are great. They're really, really good. Can't wait till the album comes out, and yeah, I really like it. Pretty much the same as I did. I like it the same now as I did when it came out. You know, it's not my favorite Metallica album. I would probably say, you know, at that point, this was the 6th album. Probably my least favorite of those 6, but, you know, now they've put out other stuff, so it's not my least favorite record, but, you know, you get what I'm saying. It's a good record. I still think, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If somebody's name other than Metallica was on this album, I think it would be widely, like, you know, critically acclaimed. Everyone would love it, and a lot of people don't like it because, you know, they say they sold out on the record. Doesn't sound the same. I think it's a great record for reasons different than the other albums of great records. So anyway, that's my feelings on Load. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What's your favorite track? What do you think about the album? Were you one of those people that kind of got off the ride because of the way it sounded, the way they looked? Let me know. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you might have got back on the ride. Maybe let me know. But I think it's a good record, and I'm really thankful I got to hang out with some friends and listen to the album. Definitely days are different now. When Reload came out, there was no midnight sale in my area, and there hasn't been since. And now everything just kind of comes out of streaming first. And you pre-order the record, it comes in the mail. It's just not the same really as going to the record store at a midnight sale. So I thought that was kind of cool. I miss those days, and I'm old. So anyway, let me know what you think about Load in the comments below. And appreciate all you guys checking out the channel. And I'll have another video for you guys very soon. Cheers, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.